Hi, these are my tips on how to navigate a divorce or a post-degree litigation. I left my husband in 2009, a few months after he assaulted me. In 2011, we were divorced. In 2017, he filed a court motion for full custody. I was so afraid at that time, I called him crying, wanting to know what he wanted. All he wanted was me to stop talking about alcohol and his drinking. So I did. That didn't work because in 2019, he filed another court motion for full custody. And that didn't stop then. I fought back. And then all come the guardian ad litems and the psychologists and all the lawyers involved. That ended in November of 2019. Nothing changed. So he started it again in April of 2020, in the middle of a pandemic. The first time I met the GAL in 2019, the guardian ad litem, which is the lawyer assigned to your children, he asked me why I never called any resources or domestic violence networks. And to be honest, I had no idea those resources were available to women and children. I do now, and I've compiled a list of resources that I put on my website, insidethemind.net. If I only knew then what I know now, life would have been much easier. But, as par for course, when you marry a lawyer, and that lawyer's brother is a prosecutor, because it turns out in the prosecutor handbook, threatening to take your children away is par for course. So these are my tips on how to navigate a divorce or a post-degree litigation based on the experience that I have with the courts. First of all, if you're in a dire situation and you need immediate help, please seek your local law enforcement for a restraining order. Research your city and county resources to find what works for you. I've compiled a list that I put on my website, insidethemind.net. Look under Kelly's tips, scroll down, you'll see a bunch of resources that I got together all across the whole state of Ohio. Secondly, very important to build a team. A great support team can help lift you up when you need it. This process is very scary and it's very hard. They will attack you as a mother. They will probably attack your children. It's not an easy process. It's very challenging and emotionally draining. So you need people who will lift you up and support you. You want to find a counselor or a mental health therapist, someone you can talk to help you through the traumatic event like a divorce or a post-degree litigation. You'll need all the tools you can to help you through this day-to-day process. So find holistic ways to cope and handle the stress. But also reflect on why the marriage is ending or why the litigation is happening. Take responsibility for your part, for your own growth and evolution. Maintaining your peace and calm is your utmost importance throughout this process. They will do everything they can to push your buttons, to anger you, to enrage you, to make you react. Don't let them. If you handle the situation gracefully, peacefully, and rationally, they won't know what to do with you. I promise you that. I went through that. So, find things that you can do to help maintain your peace and calm. Exercise, getting out in nature, whatever it is for you that helps keep you centered. Be a good role model for your children. Teach them how to handle stressful situations and lead by example. Help give your children the words and the voice they need to tell these people their feelings and their thoughts. A litigation and divorce are very traumatic for children, especially if they're involved. Guardian ad litems are the lawyers assigned for your children. However, they're the same people who work with all the other lawyers and psychologists, and some of them aren't truly advocates for your children. In that case, your voice as a parent needs to rise above all that and be strong enough for not only yourself, but your children too. Also, get your finances in order. If you need to get a job that you like, something that will make you happy, but also makes money. Do a budget, talk to a financial planner, a banker, anybody that can help get you your finances in order so that you can start the separation between you and your husband. Most importantly, you have to find a good lawyer. Again, these lawyers that work in the domestic relation court have always worked together, will always work together, and do things to help each other rather than help the families in need. However, you can still find a good lawyer. There's good lawyers out there. However, you need to expect good communication from your lawyer, honest, transparent communication. Have them enlighten you about the process, teach you throughout the process, what to expect, what's next, what's your best course of action. Some of them will only want your money and not really truly help you. But that's when you can put your foot down. You pay these people, they work for you. Yes, they also work in the courts with everybody else, but only if you pay them. So if they're not doing what you want, you can let them go and go find another lawyer. There's a lot of them out there. So expect that open communication so that you can know that your needs and your children's needs are in their best interest too. Gather any evidence that you may have to support your case. Document, take notes, have a plan, stay organized and responsible. Set some short-term goals and some long-term goals. You want to identify what is unjust. If you've had any instances with the law enforcement, you want to request all your public records. If you head over to my website, insidethemind.net, Kelly's Tips, scroll down, you'll see the public record request form. Just edit it for what you need and request all of your records. Read your county and your city laws for divorce and litigation. Have your lawyer teach you about that, but it's always best for you to research, go right to the source, and find out the laws in your county. Knowledge is power, and the more you know, the better you can defend yourself. Read books and articles on divorce, litigation, trauma, narcissism, whatever you need to keep you focused and enlightened throughout this process. But finally, have hope and faith. It's very hard to see it in the process. I didn't see it until after the fact. I was filled with hope and I was filled with faith, but I was so traumatized through the process that I didn't even see that. I didn't see it until after the fact. So I know now that that process was for a better purpose for me. I did find my higher power. I did find my higher purpose of why this was all happening. And I grew, I thrived, I succeeded. You can too. If that's your situation that you're going through right now, then trust and know that it's for a higher purpose. Just take some time to find that purpose. So, I'm sorry that you're going through this situation. I hope that my tips have been able to find some relief for you and give you some resources and support. And thank you for watching.